Right, let's do question 2.5. Given the quadratic pattern, show that all the terms of the quadratic pattern are positive. Right, this is a quadratic pattern, which is a quadratic function, isn't it? And then we found that Tn is equal to 3n squared minus 60n plus 301. So meaning that this function is concave up. We just assume it's like this. If the minimum value of this quadratic function is above 0, then all the terms of the quadratic pattern are positive because they are above the x-axis. We have to find the minimum value of the function. If it is greater than 0, then what? Then all the values of the quadratic pattern are positive. Right, how do we find the minimum value of a quadratic function? We use completing the square. We complete the square. So let's do that, complete the square. Tn is equal to, so the coefficient of n squared is 3, so we have to factor it out first. So it's going to be 3 outside, and then we have n squared minus 20n plus 301 divided by 3. And then we complete the square, what is inside here. We deal with what is inside the square bracket. So Tn is equal to 3, then n squared minus 20n. We find half of negative 20, which is negative 10. We square it, and then we add and subtract it. You see that? Find half of the coefficient of n, square it, add and subtract it. So the half is negative 10, so it's going to be negative 10 squared. So it's plus, we're adding it, negative 10 squared. Then we're subtracting it, negative 10 minus negative 10 squared. Then plus 301 over 3. We factorize the first 3 terms here. So what do they give us? Tn is equal to 3. And then this is, you just take n and negative 10 like that. So it becomes n minus 10 and then squared. Okay? You can do it the long way. You can do it the long way and say n squared minus 20 plus 100. You see that? The factors here will be negative 10, negative 10, which is n minus 10, n minus 10, which is n minus 10 squared. Right, and then negative 10 squared plus 301 over 3 will give us 1 over 3. You can put this whole thing from here up to there into your calculator. You'll get positive 1 over 3. And then now let's distribute 3. See, inside the square bracket, there are 2 terms, isn't it? So we multiply this by 3, we multiply this by 3. So it becomes Tn is equal to 3, n minus 10 squared plus 1. So now the coordinates of the turning point. The coordinates of the turning point, we take this. This is P, so it changes sign, becomes 10 and then 1. So meaning that the coordinates of this point will be 10, 1, and then the minimum value is 1. You see that? So it means all the values of this sequence or this pattern are positive because the minimum value is 1, positive 1. The other thing we could have done, we can say we have Tn is equal to 3n squared minus 60n plus 301. It's quadratic, isn't it? And then now it means that it's concave up. It's concave up. But we haven't proven that it doesn't cut the x-axis. So if you prove that this quadratic function does not cut the x-axis, does not have real roots, then it means what? All the terms are positive because they're above the x-axis. Isn't it? It's concave up because the coefficient of n squared there is positive, so it's concave up. This function, if it's concave up like this, and then all the values are positive, there will not be any real roots. So there'll be no real roots. And the discriminant should be negative. Should be less than 0. So let's find the discriminant. Discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So discriminant is equal to negative 60 squared minus 4, 3, and then c, 301, which is equal to negative 12. So we can see that the discriminant is what? Is less than 0. So therefore, no real roots. No real roots. So all the values, therefore, all the values or all the terms are positive. All the terms are positive.